Welcome to my NXT review. I'm going to try to start doing more NXT reviews and everything because I really enjoy the product like everyone else does. I do have a good setup now. At least you can see my face and the camera ain't damn close to my crotch like someone said one time. I didn't mean it like to be like that, but got this box set up. Got a pillow right there to hold my phone, so let's get it. This short NXT review for June 15th. Starting out, it's the Author of Pains versus some jobbers. Of course, they come out, destroy the jobbers and everything. And it seems like probably next week or the next week after that, American Alpha will come out and confront them to me. So, they look dominant as hell. And they are managed by Paul Ellering. And I mean, Elodie was managed by him, so he knows what he's doing here. Hopefully he'll guide him the right way, and I could see him being very dominant in NXT and then eventually on the main roster, but that's eventually meaning good ways from now. Then you had Carmella versus Tessa. I didn't catch the last name, but Tessa, her dad was in the Four Horsemen, I believe. This was a pretty, good, decent match. Made Carmella look good because, I mean, that's what it's supposed to do because she's the person that's been there for a good while now. She makes Tessa submit to her submission move. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a cool-ass submission finisher, and she picks up the win in a pretty decent women's match. Then you had a short Samoa Joe segment, basically his interview after his match from NXT Takeover the End from last week. Did a little short thing, and I mean, very good, short, sweet, quick, and good. Then you had a Blake and Murphy segment backstage. I think it might have been before the Samoa Joe thing. I'm not sure if it was before or after. I believe it was before, or it might have been after, and then they did like a little short break and advertised the network. They did that and said all their issues are gone. So they're facing TM61. And TM61 beats Blake and Murphy, and this was a good tag team match to be just on a regular WWE NXT. Very good match. TM61 gets their first win. This was, this first time I seen TM61 that they're a tag team. Ooh, they're very impressive. Very good stuff they do. I could see them going a long ways. I really could in NXT at least. Then you had a short revival segment. Their little interview from NXT Takeover the End, just like they did with Samoa Joe. Quick, sweet, good. Talking about they're the only two-time champions ever in NXT, and they plan to keep the titles for even longer. So, I can't wait to see what direction they go with with the matches, but you have a little direction after tonight on a match or two. Some Bayley news. She had a quick little interview backstage. She said that basically, she's going to the doctor next week, and all these 3 or 4 episodes, or how many episodes to do, is taped like the same day. So said next week that she's supposed to go to her doctor and get a report. Said that if everything checks out good, then she should be good to go. So good news for that. Hopefully she is back sooner than later. Then you had a rematch from NXT Takeover the End. You had Andre Almas versus Ty Dillinger. Ty took basically jobbed right here again. Ty Dillinger loses. And from from this episode of NXT, from live events I've seen, it looks like they're trying to turn Ty Dillinger heel. With the gimmick he's got, why would you do that? He should be a top babyface easily. But, that's one thing they're doing wrong with him if they're going to turn him heel. But if it pushes him, then hell, you know what? Just let him be, because they're going to have to turn him back babyface because the crowd enjoys Ty Dillinger. And then last, you had Finn Balor come out, talk about what is next for Finn Balor and everything. And he says it again, and then lights go out. Shinsuke Nakamura's music hits. Oh, and I was like, they're about to, I had a feeling if they did that, looks like a match is upcoming in the future. And Nakamura, this is about one of the few times, or the only time I've heard him, this is the only time I've heard him on a mic. He said, if I want to be NXT champion, I'll have to go through somebody. And he said, the person I have to go through is, and pause was so good, and then did his you. And Finn Balor gets on the mic saying that, and he says, well, I know what's next for Finn Balor. And they they just look at each other, do like a little shake, and then he lives. Shinsuke's music hits to end NXT. Crowd, goes with the music, doing it. I like when they do that. And it does, and then he looks at Finn Balor and points at him, and it looks like they are doing Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know if they're going to do it at the TakeOver, but if they do it at the next TakeOver Back to Brooklyn, I believe it's called, it would be so much money. It'd be so money as a match. But, then that's the question, who is Samoa Joe facing? So, who knows how that'll be, but this is going to be a hell of a match wherever it's at. So this has been my NXT review for June 15th. If you please, smash this like button if you like this review. Tell somebody if you're subscribed to me already just to check out a video or so. Or, just subscribe to me. Share this video on any social media sites you can. And that'll be all. And I will be back probably tomorrow for my Money in the Bank predictions with my good friend Christian Hamilton. You'll get to see someone else except me in a video. So I will see you guys then.